So, boom! What are we saying, guys? Birthday celebrations are done. That's it, wrapped. Wrapped, signed, sealed, delivered. Done. Got the iPhone, got the Apple Watch. Boom! Bosh in the game. I got the new Arsenal top as well for my Sulgan. Now I can do football Fico videos in peace without it having to wait 100 hours to process. What you saying, Kun? You good, broski? What you saying, Jordan? What are we saying? Birthday celebrations are done. Mwah. Eating a lot of food. Had a lot of Asian cuisine. More than I ever knew. And what did I have? I had Pan Asian last week. I had Korean yesterday, and I had Chinese today. And furthermore, if it wasn't Korean, it would have been Indian. So it was all Asian themed. Fucking fantastic. I didn't realize how much Asian influence or how much I really like the cuisine. From all walks of day. Like it doesn't matter. It could be Thai. Love it all. Love it all. I had I think we had a spring. Was it Kate? What was that salad? It was a spicy spring onion salad. So it was Korean barbecue, basically. Yeah. So you order your meat and you cook it yourself. So I'm a chef, obviously. So man, I know how to cook. So I'm a chef. So I had to chef up my thing. But they brought us 2 pieces of Wagyu. One was just normal Wagyu, bit of salt on it. But you know what? We didn't put no pepper on it actually, which is interesting. But anyway, just a salt on the Wagyu. Splash it on the tin, and then we had some next Wagyu, which was a bigger piece, and it was more darker in color, and I wasn't sure if it was cured more, aged more, or whether it was the sauce that they put in it. But I'm guessing it was probably a bit of both. And you slap that thing on. At first, I wasn't too sure about it, but when I had my first bite of it, that thing was so soft. I was cutting it with chopsticks. I can't use chopsticks, but I used it as a shovel to help me secure the food onto my spoon. And I was just bruv, I was courtesy of the missus. Fantastic. And then we had a creme brulee. We shared one because we got these dumplings. We had to get the mandu, they're called, I think, in Korean. So we got the mandus, the chicken ones. We had to get 2 plates of that, just to the last bit just topped us over, just so we was But the creme brulee, we ain't even spoke about it really, but we're gonna speak about it probably tomorrow. But that creme brulee, we've been buying our own creme brulee, but we've been messing up, we've been craving with it, and as soon as we've zapped it underneath the oven, we want it to be crackling on top straight away, and we're eating it while it's piping hot. We ain't given it a chance to cool down. One iota. Yesterday's one, I said to the missus, you have the pleasure of cracking it. Go on, you crack it first. Let's just hit it, and it hit it. But then when you scooped it up, it wasn't mousse and it wasn't paste, but it was fine and it was smooth. And with the shards of the creme brulee, jeez Louise. See them things there? Life's pleasures. Fuck me. Spurs have had... No, they haven't, Con. They haven't. I just saw something very interesting from Cams and his mate. I don't know the mate's name. They actually broke it down nicely, and they said, finishing 16th and 17th, you can't say you've had a better season than someone that's finished second, because the objectives for those teams at the start of the season, so for Spurs and for Man United, wasn't to finish 16th and 17th for win Europa. It was to finish top 5 and win Europa, and maybe win the league, maybe win the FA Cup. So, you were so far away from your objectives, it's unreal. There's where Arsenal are closer to the objective, which is to challenge for the league and go far into the Champions League. And the other trophies are not in the objective right now. That's not part of our remit right now. So nice try. Very lazy. Very lazy. Chris has been on a generational haters tour the past few days. Love to see it. Thank you, Charlie boy. I love it when someone recognizes the work. You know what I mean? I need, as much as I do this, I also need a boost. And words like that, Charlie boy, give me a fucking boost, bro. I'm going to post this one. I'm going to remember to post this one. This gives me a boost, bro. Gives me a boost. Words like that, Charlie. Those are kind words, brother. That you're looking at what I do. You're appreciating the hard work man puts in. Like, hate watching ain't easy, you know. It ain't easy, you know. To hate watch. You think I want to hate watch? I want to watch my team do the bits and bobs. You know what I mean? I don't want to hate watch. I've got invested interest now. There's a difference. When your team's winning, you can sit back, relax, and just troll, man. It's not really hate watching. You're a king. I'm not a king no more. I used to be a king. I've still got my garms. I've still got the king garms. I've still got my crown jewels. But it's not the new crown jewels. And it holds no weight right now. So hate watching is difficult. But thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Kun, come better, bro. Here we go. My favorite troll. So, boom. My favorite troll, Sammy the Smith, now, a.k.a. Colchester, a.k.a. Arsenal, a.k.a. Arsenal troll. My man, you good? You good? You good, Charlie boy? You're not going to mention your massive Champions League win. Bro, you heard what I said on here. I before anything was said and done, I said, our highlights cannot be. How can you beat Man City 5-1? How can you beat Real Madrid 5-1 on aggregate in the Champions League and not win the league and not win the Champions League and have nothing to show? And I said at that specific, not after the Real Madrid game, it was after the first PSG game. I'd seen enough. And I said, we're in danger of becoming Spurs. We sound like Pochettino's Spurs. In love with the manager, functional style of football, finishing higher than expected, young team, 2-3 seasons on the trot, no FA Cup, no League Cup, no real push in these competitions, making it to the final of the Champions League, getting close. Do you know what I mean? And the fallout happens. But then man was celebrating, beating Arsenal, finishing second. Oh, we've never done this before. Do you know what I mean? Building a £1 billion stadium, 62,000 seater, one more than the Arsenal at the Emirates, just on some petty team. Do you know what I mean? And now look, you're 17th, doing open top bus parades for finishing 17th because you've won the Europa League. The Europa League was a Channel 5 special. When I was 19 to 30, something like no one respected Europa League. It was a disgracia. For some reason, the last 5 years, all of a sudden, the Europa League's become a thing. And no one cusses it no more unless Arsenal's in it. When Arsenal's in it, everyone's laughing. But now, now it's holding that. Come on, man, do me a favour. This is a B tier tournament. B fucking tier. And then people say, oh, but Arsenal... Well, Arsenal weren't in it. We wasn't bad enough to be in the tournament in the first place. And again, Man United only qualified for the tournament because they got lucky beating Man City in the fucking FA Cup. Like, Jesus Christ. You can't even make it up. You can't make it up. Mate, we're in the champions of Europe. Mate, we're the champions of... crazy. It's crazy. But they are the champions of Europe in a jestful way. Like a Chris, Liverpool are retaining the title. It's clear. No, they're not retaining the title. But I tell you what, if they go and get themselves a little Wirtz, how do you pronounce his name? Wirtz he was a bad man. Florian was looking nice. I liked what I saw him and is it what's his name? Musiala. Them two was cooking for me. Yeah. I'm impressed. If Liverpool, I haven't seen Liverpool have Paul ever in my lifetime. Tell a lie. Virgil van Dijk was the first time I seen Liverpool get a bad boy player, and I was like, "Woo, okay." That's the first time. So it's recent times. It wasn't like that when they got Salah. But if they get Furion, it's like it's one of those statement pieces. Salah wasn't a statement piece, although he became a statement piece, but he wasn't a statement piece by. But Wirtz is definitely a statement piece by, and it should put fear into the rest of the league because the champions are not resting on their laurels, and obviously they've had a whole 2 years, 2 summers to prepare for this moment, I guess, not knowing they're going to be champions in that time, which is an added bonus. And they've just done business fantastic. You can't question it. If they get Frimpong and Kirk cares whatever his name is. Well, Arteta has influenced the women to become Champions League. I know, and that's just added to the embarrassment. Not an embarrassment on women, but an embarrassment on men. When is the parade for our women's team? Seeing these are the jokes that are going to be running. Oh my God, man, are really talking about the women's football now. Allow it. I know, Jordan. And I'm not here to talk about the women's game because I don't know the women's game. And I don't want to step on no one's toes. But good luck to the women's game. But now they're going to use that against the Arsenal. It's just more and more. Hi, brother. Harley boy. Hi, brother. Hope you had a good birthday. And come on, Arsenal girls. They've done it. Bro. They've done it. Fantastic to them. Drop the link. He says, drop the link. Kun's hungry to come on. Jordan. Arsenal women are the champions of Europe, mate. And Arteta is the influence. Arteta ain't no influence. I'm not buying that bollocks. Arteta did not influence the women to go on. They done that on their own merit. We're not taking that. We can't. Jesus Christ. Well, a wise man once said to Arsenal fans, this season will be a true motherfucking umbrella. Tottenham have more success than Arsenal in the last 20 years. How? We've won 4 FA Cups in 20 years. That don't make sense. We've won 4 FA Cups. They've won 1 Europa League. And the FA Cup's bigger than the Europa League. What are you on about? Fuck. Jesus Christ. People will say anything. Chris, you're 40 and you still have your hairline. Brother, you trying to take the piss out of me? Ix, are you taking the fucking piss? Man said I've still got my hairline, bruh. It's gone. What, you think you get a 6-finger forehead? Natural. Look. Thumb intact and there's room for more. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Kind words. Tottenham are the first team to win a Europa final with and that's just and that epitomizes the whole situation of this. Like, they won through an unfolding goal. They've recorded the worst pass stats in the history of a final since Opta have started. Manchester United scored an own goal. It's the biggest club in the world playing in the B tier tournament. The biggest club who were on a disgracia of a run. If you want to talk about specialist in failure, that's Man United right now. If you want to talk about negative spiral, someone said if this was a stock market, someone said Man United have reached their bottom and now it's only going to go up. I don't think they have reached their bottom. I actually don't think they have. We all thought the Ten Hag piece was the bottom, finishing 8th and winning the FA Cup. That's Manchester United's bottom. No. There's more to come. Arsenal. Well, first loser's simple. Bro, how are you boasting, Kun, when you finish 3rd? I know you've got credit in the bank and obviously you can chat. You can chat because of what you've done in the last 9 years. But geez Louise, bro. You got to look at yourself as well this season. Chris, bro, we can finally sing to others. We're the champions of Europe. We need Hold on. hold on, Chris, bro. We can find Sam. Are you a troll or not, Sam? See, when I read your comments, Sam, I don't even know if I'm even reading them right. Palace and Spurs have had more success. Okay, again, Palace's objective for the start of the season was to not get relegated. Arsenal's was to win the league, win the Champions League. They ended up winning the FA Cup, finishing what, 13th, 10th? Bruv, we finished second in the league. Come on. Their fans have had a better time in the end. Didn't Arsenal say 2 seasons ago a major trophy was a must? I did. I know Clee cried with his mouth wide open when check the IG. Sam Kund, our women's team just won the Champions League. We have the most successful season ever. I love Sam. From our hater to another. Listen, from one hater to another, baby. Game recognized game, real recognized real. I hate Manchester United. I dislike Spurs. I dislike Liverpool. I now dislike Chelsea over the last 20 years because that used to be my second team, if I'm honest. I never had a second team, but it was a team I had a soft spot for. Like, I love Zola, I love Gianluca Vialli, Desai. They had big boy names. It was a bit of a continental styley. You know, they're winning a Coca-Cola Cup, a little FA Cup here and there. They weren't trouble in Arsenal. It's just nice to see other teams around Arsenal, Man United lift a trophy here and there. But obviously, when they come and stepped on our toes, that was another story. Let's have a debate. Bro. Let's have a debate. Oh, you mean... not today yet, bro. Man, I'm on holiday. This is the end of the season. Hold on, relax, man. Let me get into it, Kun. We smashed 2 of the best teams in Europe. That means... Are you talking about the women's again? Arsenal are scared to act like a world-class club and sign a proven winner in a manager. I agree with that last statement there. Also, our women's team have conquered Europe. Palace have had a better season. Bro, I just told you. They will have another parade if they win the Super Cup. You never took the Europa League. We wasn't in it. We wasn't in it, bro. We was never in the Europa League. I'm logging off in a minute. That's why I'm not dropping the link. Rodri to Arsenal. If we can do the wages, that would be fantastic. Virgil van Dijk had the choice to go Liverpool or City, and I think he chose Liverpool because of Klopp. LOL, him and Pep would have clashed, but him and Pep would have been clear. Evening Greens. We get bad boy players all the time, my bro. Odegaard, Rice, Havertz. From those 3 players that you mentioned, only Rice is a bad boy. Jesus Christ, man said Havertz. 2 more likes. Women's team and men's team are the same, my bro. We need a parade now. Arteta and Havertz deserve to lift the trophy. Is it the same trophy? Chris, remember, he said the last time he is more an Arteta fan than an Arsenal fan. Let's just leave the kid to it. True. As long as we buy for Arsenal and not Arteta in the summer, I will keep my faith in the ball. Well, I'm not. Listen. If we get Sesko or Gyökeres, I'm not going to be unhappy with either or. I do think Gyökeres is the better striker, is the more proven striker. His goal scoring record says it for itself. He's second in the Golden Boot now. Listen, he's a beast. My man might have better all-round play, Sesko, but he ain't scored enough goals, and he got 20 in all competitions, and I don't want that again. I need that in one competition, for fuck's sake. You can still work with your hairline. Some man like Akeem, Jesus Christ. I don't remember Wenger ever smashing Real Madrid and City, but City had done both. So you don't remember Wenger beating the Galacticos 1-0 at the Bernabeu with Henry scoring that iconic goal, and you don't remember Man City were nothing to Arsenal in Wenger's day, and when there was something, Wenger did beat them at their ground with Santi Cazorla centre midfield. Nah, we ain't reached our bottom yet. I don't think you have. I don't think you have. Our league position might change, but there is more to come. I agree. I agree. Jordan Arteta is the reason why Arsenal are world class. We're not a world class team, bro. Not even close. People only care who came first. Yeah, I agree. But in this situation, Kun, no one actually cares about Liverpool. People care more about Newcastle, Palace, and Spurs winning more trophies than Arsenal. That's all people seem to care about. Listen, man, just stop. Forget saying stuff just to say stuff for a reaction. We know you don't believe that. Arsenal had a more successful season. They are on task to finish second as usual. Drop the link so I can score you, bro. I'm going to go in 2 minutes, bro. What's the time? Yeah, I'm going in 2 minutes. Liverpool won the league, but they get less points than us last 2 seasons. That's true. Ty from AFTV is the only real fan that follows every part of Arsenal and will never say the things you are saying. He follows all the ages. Listen, Ty is different. There's top gooners and then there's Ty. Do you know what I'm saying? There's fans, there's supporters, there's avid fans, there's top gooners, and then there's Ty. And Ty is out of this world, and I respect it. People find it weird or whatever. You know what? I'm like, you know what? That's his vacation. That's more than his hobby. It's like that's his identity now, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like we've all got our thing in life, and that's his thing. Happens to be the Forgan Arsenal till I die. I think I saw him say and heard him say that we was bigger than Real Madrid. So you know what? When a man talks like that, you got to risk. This man's what 57 years old. He loves the Arsenal through and through, and I respect that. I see him one time and I bibbed him. I went, "They're Arsenal," and you know what he did? He went, "Ah." That's why I said, you know what? This brother here is true Arsenal to the core. To the core. I was in Islington driving my whip, and he was in the Arsenal garms, whatever. I had the headphones on. I just that's why I said this guy really he's a true testament. Like that's what football's about. You know what I mean? To the extreme. That's the extreme side of it. And supports the manager to the end. And he would thank the Arsenal women's manager, not. So I'm saying he loves it. Henri Solo, thank you, Sammy Boy. The Gunners Galacticos, thank you, Sammy Boy, for remembering this. Didn't we? Yeah, thank you. What happened to the Lacquer and Wacker show? Wax hard to get, bruv. He's hard to get hold of, man. I've been trying to do a show for you, man, for the last 2 months with the cheeky sport. It's fallen through every time. Ay. Last minute. It's hard negotiating with these men. We need Lacquer and Jack show. I've been trying to get Jack. I've been trying to get them. Oh, Chris, you and I are top. Well, I'm not a top gooner. I'm not a top gooner, and we should be proud. I'm not a top gooner. I'm not a top gooner. I'm not allowed in the top gooner fraternity. They've told me I'm not allowed in. I'm not allowed in. Until we win something and I start backing, I'm not allowed in. I don't love Arteta. I like Arteta. I'm Arsenal through and through now because of Arteta. And on that bombshell, guys, ladies and gents, there will be brunch with Marvelous Marv tomorrow. I will get you some end of season things. I've got the Arsenal show with Lewis Silo and Matty. I want to get some guests on. I want to get Craig Mitch. I want to get Poet. That's what I want to do. Me and Craig Mitch have been talking the last couple of days, and he said to me, "You've never been in my DMs this much." I said, "Bro, I'm always in your DMs." Pause. I said, "Last time I was in your DMs was March, broski. I'm in your DMs. I'm active." Anyway, you lot, ladies and gents, birthday celebrations are over. I promise you, next week or the week after, the call-in show will commence. I need to have a break from this. I need to have a week off, and I've got to do it after the Champions League probably. So yeah, I'll get everything up and running again. I need to take a week off. I'm not monetized yet. That's because I don't do enough shows. So the lives are good, the shorts are good. Now I need to get you a show. I've got one, but we'll see. Anyway, man, then Have a good time. Sleep easy. Watch Mobland if you haven't seen it. And if you've seen it, watch Blue Eyed Samurai. And if you've seen that, watch Sacramento Days. And if you've seen that, then fuck me. Go and watch a movie called True Romance, written by Quentin Tarantino, directed by Tony Scott, the younger brother of Sir Ridley Scott. Fucking beautiful. Poetry in motion. Love, over and out.